Oh, hello. How about some magic?
Yep.
Good. A rope. And this is not an ordinary rope. This is a rope from Europe. Yeah, it's not something very ordinary. It's special. If I had one rope, I would have two ends. If I had two ropes, I would have four ends. If I had 1.5 rope, how many ends would I have? Think, think, think. Yes, it's indeed 3 ends. So 1.5 rope has got 3 ends. You said one rope has got 2 ends, but that's not true because I have one rope with 4 ends. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. To make it look a little less crazier, I'll do one thing. I'll shift these 2 ends to the middle of the rope. Okay? And I'll teach you how this magic is done. To be frank, here there are 2 ropes. So one rope has got 2 ends and 2 ropes, 4 ends. So now I have 4 ends. Look, I have 2 ropes over here. This one and this one. If I knot this rope into a loop like so and do the same thing with the other rope too, then you must tell me how many loops will I have? Yes, it's 2. So I have 2 knots, 2 ropes and 2 loops, right? So 2 knots, 2 ropes and 2 loops. Here we go. Wait a minute. I had 2 ropes, right? But now this, did you take it? Well, I'll teach you the secret of this magic too. Magic is actually very simple. You only need to know how to make a knot disappear. I'll show you. See, I had got 2 loops, 2 ropes. So if I made one knot disappear, one loop would disappear. So it's all about the knot you tie. Look, this is a knot. And now, it's not a knot. Not a knot. And since you have learned the secret to this magic, you can do the magic yourself. And when you learn how to disappear it, it's also quite easy to appear it back. One final magic which I would like to show you. It is the most simple. It's simpler than all the magics I have shown, and that's because it doesn't involve these ends. Because these ends are going to go into my pocket. See this? With the ends in my pocket safe and dark here, it's impossible for me to tie a knot because the ends are in my pocket. So with the ends in my pocket, as I said, it's impossible to tie a knot like this. Yeah, it's quite impossible. And believe it or not, with the ends still in my pocket, it's also quite impossible to undo the knot. And if you can tie and untie knots without the ends, you don't need the ends at all. You can manage with an endless rope, of course. But you might question me where the ends are. They are in my pocket. On one end, I have an endless rope, and on the other end, 2 ends without a rope. So if you want to put them back, it's really very simple. You only need to put the ends onto the rope. And if you pull it, you get one single rope from Europe.